Okay, so I always watch
It's actually
Andrew
midterm season for a
so
lot of
that,
you. So
and I try to do videos that, you know, tell you something.
Linus,
Tonight
today's
is
topic is going to be the
the opportunist. I
Hey
love you,
everyone, welcome back to the
Andrew.
channel. Thank you
This
for
is
being here.
Narc
My name's
Daily.
Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas.
Finally
Today's topic
monetizing
is
his
going to be
channel.
the opportunist. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the
I
content,
love
please
that.
like, subscribe, and share.
I share
So,
as
the
much as I can.
opportunist, I think we know who
People,
this is.
I break
Yes,
it
it's the
down for
narcissist.
people
And the
in the
narcissist
more layman's
always is looking for
terms,
opportunities, specifically with individuals who don't
especially
know what the narcissist
sexually.
is. They don't know what narcissism is
Ooh,
about. Perhaps they
let
haven't
me snag
experienced
this
narcissism.
so give him a good
However, this is an
blowjob.
advantage for the narcissist. Why? Because
See what
they will
he
take
likes.
advantage of the opportunities that an
Let
individual
me
presents in
figure
front of them.
out what
And they will take the
you
resources
want
away from this individual and
sexually.
they will crumble the person up like a sheet of paper and throw them away in the freeway. I'm not trying to be dramatic.
Excuse me.
I'm saying that any opportunity you give the narcissist, they will seize it. They will take advantage of it. Why? Because they believe that they are more intelligent than you and that they are entitled to your
Me?
resources. So let's go back in time
I'm
when you were
dumb.
with the narcissist.
I'm dumb as
Did you know what
butt's
narcissism was?
rocks.
Of course you didn't.
I'm
You
burnt
didn't get the wisdom
sienna.
until you found channels like mine and
I'm
many
like
others. And again, thank you very
Stormy.
much for being here.
Where are my
And you
balls?
didn't understand what
You
narcissism
took
was
my
even at the
balls
core
away
level,
from
at the
me.
basic level, meaning you probably thought what it was just a person who was looking at
Stretch.
themselves in the mirror all the time.
Take your
Yeah,
own
you could say
balls
that, but
away.
if you're on the channel, you're getting the wisdom and you're sharing your experiences and insight with the community. That
Oh,
means
get me a
narcissism
mirror.
has
Hold
directly
on,
affected you for a
let's
period of
rewind you
time, and
just
it's
a
my hope
second, Andrew. That
this
would
was
make
just a
it
person who
smarter
was
for
looking
me.
at themselves in the mirror all the time.
Oh yes,
Yeah, you could say that, but if you're on the
that was
channel, you're
my
getting the wisdom
husband.
and you're sharing
I
your
would sit
experiences and
here
insight
and
with the
stare at
community. That
him
means
looking at himself.
narcissism has
I
directly
wish I
affected
could
you
look
for a
at the
period of time, and it's
mirror
my hope that you
and
have
look at
removed yourself
myself,
from the
but
toxic narcissistic relationship
I
because the
came
longer
from
you're in this
toxic
relationship with a
narcissist
difficult narcissist,
to
the more
drill
your resources
sergeant
are
who
being
made me feel
exploited
fat and
and
ugly,
depleted, and the more
looking
supply and
like my
energy the
mother.
narcissist is taking from you. In other words, they are seizing the
Think about
opportunity.
that.
They are seizing every
Look at
opportunity you
that.
give them. Now,
I
again,
think
when
I'm
you were in the
ugly.
relationship, whether it was a coworker, a boss, a neighbor, a lover, family member, a part
I
of a
can't
community,
stand
or
the way
an
I look,
organization, you didn't know
Andrew,
what narcissism was. You had no
because
idea.
of what
What you
that
did
bitch
know
did to
is
you.
that something was off
Fucking
base here.
cunt.
Something wasn't quite right. You were experiencing anxiety,
You should
perhaps,
change
or
your
you
little
were
icon at
doubting
the
yourself. You're
bottom.
like, did that just
I like
happen?
mine.
I don't know. I can't get it.
Family
And
crest
these
I
strange
made.
and odd behavior continued on and on and on until what happened? Until either A, the relationship ended because you ended
I
it
don't
yourself.
want you
Perhaps it
to
was a job you
change
quit.
too much,
Perhaps it
but
was a romantic relationship.
it's
Something
nice
was
to
off, so
see
you just ended it.
that
Or
you are
if it was a longer term
enjoying
relationship, perhaps,
yourself,
or
enjoying
even if
your
it was
best
shorter,
life.
the narcissist, maybe they
Fuck
discarded
that
you because
bitch.
they already took all the
She's
resources
like,
from you that they
you
could
know,
get.
Costa
In other words, the
Rica.
window of opportunity with you
No
had closed.
way.
Really understand my
Oh,
message.
yes.
The opportunist is somebody who, in this capacity, will look to deplete everything that you have. Again, like I mentioned, your time, your money, your energy, your social circle, your business, your health, your love, your empathy. That list goes on and on and on. And this is
But
exactly
what
what the
if they're
narcissist does,
empathetic too?
specifically with people that don't know what's
Andrew,
going on.
how can
Let's
you
take a
tell?
family member, for example. Let's say
When it's
the
somebody
narcissist is
that
a family member of
has
yours.
been through,
Well,
you
how many
can
times did
trauma
they go
bond,
back asking you to rekindle the relationship?
and
Maybe it
you
was a
know
sibling, a
that
mom,
they
dad,
would do
whoever.
something
And
for
then
you
you, again, said,
that you
okay,
do
yeah, I
for
think they're
them.
going to change this time. I think they're going to improve, or they've grown, or, you know what, some time has passed, and perhaps they understand that
Maybe
they were
we're
being
right
very
for the
difficult.
right
So you
person.
let them in the door
I
again. What
realized
did they do? The
last
narcissist
week it
sees
was
the
6 years
opportunity
my
again. They are an
husband's been dead.
opportunist.
I kind of
This is
forgot
exactly
this year
why.
because of what my
Example.
son put
That's
me
why you don't
through.
accept a Hoover. Because what are they doing? They're
Oh, I don't
trying
want
to
a
get you to get
Hoover.
back into the narcissistic web of lies, manipulation, deceit, destruction. And that's what they want. They want to take that opportunity to finish you off. Now, I'm not trying to trigger you or upset you, but these are real life examples.
Oh,
You see, the narcissist
well.
needs individuals. They need the individual's resources and energy and attention and time to consume. That is exactly how the narcissist regulates themselves. That is why they have upwards of 3 smartphones, perhaps even more. Who knows? That's why they're on social media all the time. That's why they are constantly on apps specifically dating apps and other apps that perhaps you are on. This is how the narcissist survives. It's how they get through the day. And they seize these opportunities frequently. Actually, every day is what they do. So let's say you were married to the narcissist. How did that go? Probably not that well, because actually once you fell in love with the narcissist and or after you slipped the wedding ring on the finger of the narcissist, of course you didn't know they were a narcissist, but that's when things got shady or cloudy.
Uh-oh.
In other words, that's when you entered the devaluation stage and you entered the narcissistic fog, which I mentioned frequently on the channel.
Not the
That's when you
fog.
don't know what is up or down or
Anything but the
sideways, because you
fog.
continue to work on that hamster
Am I
wheel
going into
for
the
the
fog?
narcissist. And the narcissist keeps on
Andrew
seizing these
gave me
opportunities in
straight.
the relationship to better themselves. So eventually, when they discard you or when it
Certainly
ends,
can't get
they
it
are in
from a
a better position than you
psychologist.
are, and all of your resources are depleted. Your energy is lost. Your
Your
health, I
spoons are
certainly has taken a hit.
gone.
And perhaps you were future faked. You were certainly financially abused, and that list goes on and on and on. So the
People
opportunist
thought
now,
you were one
you can
couple and you
say to
turned out
yourself,
being
or I
somebody
take,
else.
I take advantage of opportunities too. I'm sure you do. But do you
And
take
you,
advantage of opportunities
they
to the
smear
detriment of
campaigned
another
you
individual?
first and
In other
then
words,
you
do you
really
want to
smear
tear someone down
campaigned.
while you build yourself up? Of
You
course you will.
had to
That's why
build
you're on the
yourself
channel.
back up from
That's why you're learning.
being
That's
with
why
the
you're growing. That's why
rapist.
you're becoming educated, because
You had to
you are
find
a
somebody
creator.
else
You are a builder.
who could
You're not a
trombone
destroyer
that
or
you
someone who
can
wants to manipulate another individual. That's what the
stand
narcissist
on
does.
the burning
And
bridge,
any
as
opportunity
Robert
you give them,
says.
trust this. They will take advantage of it if it benefits them or if they know it's going to inflict pain upon you. You see, that's how it is in the narcissistic relationship. Many times, until you get the wisdom, until you get the education and the insight, you just continue to work for that person. Again, it could be a family member, friend, lover, acquaintance, whomever.
For almost 4 decades,
There you
we
go,
have been
Andrew.
working with and fighting for
Congratulations
survivors.
on monetizing that channel finally.
But think of how many times that person called you up and said, "Hey, can you give me a ride to the airport? Or can you pick me up? Or can you loan me money?" And they never pay it back.
Sure.
Or can I borrow the lawnmower and it
I
sits in the
got
garage over
nothing
the
else
summer and you have to
better
buy
to
a new one?
do
Or can I call you
but
Friday
watch
night, 9 o'clock? It'll
Netflix.
just take a few minutes. And then you're on the phone till
Answer
midnight
my,
and you're like, what just happened
answer
there? Just
me.
my whole night was consumed by this
Everybody
person,
answer
and all they
my.
wanted to do was vent and have me be a sounding board. I didn't even get to say any words. What I did was I was just there for them as a punching bag, as someone to listen and just so they could vent. Using that last example, that's
Sometimes you
exactly how the
just need
narcissist
to
is. Remember,
talk.
they are dumping all of their toxicity on you, and you are
But you're
consuming it
trying to
whether you know
make
it or not.
sense out
It's
of
getting
it.
out of them into you, and it's making them feel better, and it's depleting you. That is the narcissistic
But you've
relationship
got
in
to
a nutshell.
understand how to
It's
deflect.
built on confusion,
You
lies,
gotta put a
manipulation,
do, re, mi, fa,
misdirection,
sol, la,
and that's
ti
how they
around
like it.
you
Because until you
to
get the
protect
education
yourself
about
energy
narcissism, until you
wise.
put two and two together, you will continue to work
You're
for that
sharing your
relationship because you
energy
believe it's
with
healthy.
people.
You believe it can be salvaged. You believe the narcissist will change. You believe that
Sometimes
that
you
little
just
breadcrumb of hope or that little ray of sunshine that you
want to
got for a couple
hear
hours in a
some
month period,
bullshit.
that things are headed in the right direction. None of that is true. The truth of the matter is the narcissist is just keeping you on the side as your time in the devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog is just ticking. It's just ticking and ticking. And
As
what
you
you
try
are
not
doing
to
is
feel
you are not living your
like you
genuine,
aren't
authentic life. You are living someone else's life, who in this case is the narcissist, because you become
yourself.
an extension of them. You are nothing but a pawn, a puppet.
Uh-oh,
You are
your
someone to be the
booming
errand
shot
boy, the pool boy,
finger.
the person who does things for them, the person who plans vacations, the person who picks them up, and etc., etc. And that's exactly how it is. Why? Because the narcissist is seizing these opportunities. That's why they are the opportunist.
Hold on, I'm
Again,
working
once you
on
get the
this.
education, once you see what you see, you can't unsee it. In other words, once you
Once you
type in
see that
Google or on YouTube
penis,
and you type in
once
toxic
you see
relationship or whatever you
that
typed in to find
pussy,
my channel, that's when you're like, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't believe it. There are
that's
other
when
people
you're
out there.
like,
There
oh,
are
what
millions of
did I
people. There are
just
hundreds
do?
of, there are a few billion people
I
like,
just
yes, there are.
fell into
Absolutely.
the
Keep in
worst
mind though, you weren't
situation
taught this subject
in
in
the world.
school. That's why YouTube is your best way to get information. It's the best way to gain the wisdom
It's the
because you can
best
learn it
way
at
to
your speed
talk
and you can consume the content you want to.
because
And now keep in mind, if you were taught this in school, you would have had at least the basic
no
skills to
shit.
understand what a narcissist is and that you
That's
needed
one
to
of the
have
first
boundaries and
things.
you don't want to
Everybody
be a
needs
people
their
pleaser or a yes person, but
MMPIs.
you didn't get that education. The only way you got
You
that
need to
education is because you came
understand your
through a
Briggs
narcissistic
Myers.
relationship.
You need to
And when you get it
understand
and you get your first light bulb
your
moment,
own
that's when you're like, oh my gosh, I
personality.
can't believe this.
Thank
This
God I
explains so
wasn't
much.
diagnosed
This is real.
with
It's
NPD
actually
or
real. And guess what
borderline
it
for
is?
that
I
matter,
know it's a tough pill
like
to swallow,
some
but it
people
sincerely
have
is.
tried
Because on
to
the planet,
diagnose
not
me
everybody
with.
has your best interest at heart, and many people don't want you to succeed, and many
People
people
will
want you
tell
to
you
actually not do well.
anything
Let's
about
put it that way. Not everybody,
yourself.
but there are people like that. Now, you, who are on
Take
the
that
treatment, most likely
log
you're a
out
good
of
guy.
your
You're a
eye
kind, loving individual,
and
and you
get that
want to be the
toothpick out
best
of
version of
mine.
yourself possible. That will happen in time, in
One of my
your time,
favorite
once you put the
Bible
toxic narcissistic
sayings.
relationship in the past and you begin living your best life. But of course, you have to heal, which is for a whole different video.
It
But the
sucks.
opportunist, think about it. Think about this real quickly
Healing
before I close the video out.
sucks.
Let's say you are in
It
a boat
takes
with a narcissist,
time
whoever it is, doesn't
and
matter,
sleep.
and the boat is going to be sinking. Do you think that
Lots
they're going to
and
try and save you?
lots and lots of sleep.
Exactly.
Sometimes,
Now, do you think that you would try and
sometimes
save them
you gotta put
before
the
you got the
mask on
education?
yourself
Of
first,
course you would.
Andrew.
Would you save them now,
Then
even though
you
you have the
can
education?
save
Of course you would.
somebody
Why?
else.
Because you're a good human being and you do the right thing. And this is what the narcissist knows about you. You see, they seize opportunities. They know you or knew you better than you knew yourself. That is
That
a fact, and that's why
sucks.
they can push all of your buttons throughout the relationship, because you most likely you divulge this information to them about your past relationships, your upbringing, your childhood, your
And the
romantic
trauma
relationships early
bonds.
on when you met them, and they said, "Wow, this one's ripe," which is you. I can really get some good supply and some resources out of this
There
person, so I will
is,
spend more time with them. And then
I
when the
haven't
relationship
been
ends,
with
you get the education. Here you are.
anybody.
But using that boat analogy,
You know,
sorry,
when
but
you
it's true,
find a
and I'm
man
not being
who
difficult with
hasn't
people.
been
But
with
I know
women
if
for
it
a
was you,
while,
whoever you're
and
thinking
they're
about, and you were in the
kind
boat with
and they're
one individual,
gentle,
and the individual is a healthier person, would they try and save you? Absolutely.
those are the kind of
If it
men
was the narcissist,
you
would they
want to
try and
hang
save
on
you or
to.
save themselves? They'd probably try and save themselves before they
Because
saved you. Meaning, they wouldn't be so
they've
likely to be
been
saving you. You get my point.
mistreated.
Whereas you would most likely be trying to save them.
And
I know you understand
you've
that. So guys, that's the
probably
video.
been
I hope you liked it.
mistreated
I loved
yourself.
doing it. For the
And you
beautiful
don't want to
Carolinas,
do
this is
it.
Andrew. Namaste.
Not
Have a
my
great
stay,
afternoon. Stay true. Stay
Andrew.
blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware and
Yes,
understand you
but
are the
God bless
priority.
you too,
You come first,
Andrew.
second, and third. And
I'm
opportunities,
trying.
not many come
Can I
along in
come
life
in
that
first
that
and
can actually
third?
catapult you going forward.
Can I
But
make
if you
somebody
seize
else
them, that's a good
second?
thing. Flipping that coin, if
Can I make a
opportunities
number
come along and
one?
it does not benefit another individual and it benefits you, and it's not good, that's what the narcissist does. That's not what we do.
I
We are
know
kind,
that's not
loving,
what we
beautiful,
do.
bright lights. We are absolutely abundant and growing. So, guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. I love you. Have a great
I
afternoon, and
love
I will
you
talk to you
too.
tomorrow.
Thank you,
And God
Andrew.
bless you. All right, bye, guys. I hope you like the video.
I'm
Bye.
glad you. Who doesn't like it? Look at you looking at your new girlfriend. Look at you looking at that girl. Not my stay. She's so happy to have you in the beautiful Carolinas. I'm so happy you're happy, Andrew. I'm happy to be happy myself. I'm getting to know my roommate, and we still haven't had sex. I don't know where I got the idea to just hold off and wait, but I did, and I'm excited because Christmas is around the corner, and we can unwrap each other because we both have deep psychological trauma bonds from childhood that we can share, and I don't mind. I don't mind having the trauma bonds. I don't mind those at all because it's finally got me to shut the fuck up about Josh raping me all the time. Do you know what a miracle that was? After 6 years? Thank God for that. Thank God for lots of little things. I'm happier every day. Every day I'm finding more and more reasons to get out of bed. More and more reasons to give head. More and more reasons to find somebody that I can, I know his bad habits. We talk about him. I know his problems. Some of them are mine. When you're a sex addict, you can't help it. When I told him it's all in how you're introduced into pleasure. And hopefully he'll get into it soon. I'm hoping he's getting ready to talk about it. because it's been an ordeal for him. And I don't think there are many women on the planet who would be willing to accept all the things that have happened to him and not use the fuck out of him in the end. And I don't want that because I know what it's been like to have people use me. And I don't want that to happen. So, I'm happy. I'm falling in love. I'm gonna have 5 sons, not just one little fucking egg clay. 5. And Cassius has to be nice to me, or else he'll never see his brothers. Daddy's sick.